However, Greyshan learned from the encounter that he was treading carefully and would need to take more caution going forward. Zenzo killed the lawyer in the previous Parish episode, and while it appeared to be a prearranged maneuver, it wasn't. Zenzo broke limits and operated on his own initiative, which infuriated Horse. They had agreed to only frighten and caution the individual rather than really killing him. But Zenzo became so furious that he murdered the man and made a terrible mess. Episode 2 revealed that the brothers were frequently at odds with one another. Zenzo's behavior did not sit well with Horse, who informed him that he had to follow instructions. It was obvious from Horse's demeanor that Zenzo reported to him. Zenzo's pride was bruised, but he held his tongue for the time being. Since hostility had been sowed that day, I think Zenzo would turn against his sibling in the future. Later on, Zenzo was spotted interacting with Horse's kid Luke, and the latter had an odd expression in his eye. Zenzo had the impression that he was planning ahead and had already chosen his course of action. Greyshan visited Horse's home at the conclusion of Parish Episode 2 to inform him that the body had been disposed of. After they finish disposing of the body, the Horse sits down with Grey, who is still mourning for his son, despite being advised not to do business with him. Although Grey had earlier said that he would only be working for Colin on this one project since it was what Colin wanted, the Horse insists that Grey stay. Horse thought that maybe in the future, when he needed my help, Greyshan would come to me since he was a truly kind man. Horse wanted to make apologies and let Greyshan know that he truly admired him for who he was because their first encounter hadn't gone as planned. Horse requested that Greyshan work for him, but it became evident very quickly that Horse wanted to be with his family and earn a salary through proper channels. However, Horse wouldn't give up and begged Greyshan to take him there in a car. Before he persuaded Greyshan to work for him, Horse made up his mind that he would not give up. Greyshan saw a dark automobile was after him when he was driving Horse and his son. He began speeding after realizing that their lives were in jeopardy. After a group of guys opened fire on him, Greyshan was able to capture Luke and hide him. Just as he was ready to return and assist Horse, the latter was shot. It was shown in the post-credit sequence that Horse was alive and that Greyshan had taken him to his friend's house so that he could receive medical care. I think Greyshan will become Horse's right-hand guy if he lives. Horse witnessed Greyshan put his own life at danger to save his son. Horse was the type of man who was appreciative of the reliable individuals in his life. Greyshan's life was about to change, and his financial issues would undoubtedly be resolved, in my opinion. These tribes that attacked the Horse now feel, for the most part, like white people. Therefore, it stands to reason that the businessman the Horse had earlier attempted to frighten, or whose employees were impacted by the Horse taking the passports, was the one who gave the order to kill. Zenzo, the elder brother of the Horses, may, however, also be involved. He may have created the impression that he wasn't because he was envious that his younger brother was given the position of leader rather than him.